miles with no cross. I know what it's like when you gotta drink a fifth to doze off. Tipsy, Hennessy, whiskey, Zoloft, ketamine, Pepsi mixed with Popov. Drinking NyQuil with no cough. Coca, Chiba, blowed off reefer. Anything to keep the reaper from trying to sleep ya. Dreams of suicide.
Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is going to be a sample shopping episode sponsored by my good friends over at Decan Shop. DecanShop.com. Coupon code MAX12 is going to save you 12% off your entire order. I got my package earlier this week from Decan Shop, and guys, 25 fragrances. Super excited. Normally I pick out a bunch, and then Adriana, nice enough as she is, will send me a bunch that she thinks you guys might want to check out or be interested in. So 25 fragrances. I think it's going to be a good 6 weeks of episodes, or at least 6 episodes. We do these every other week, so I've got some good stuff for you guys. Everything you see here available on DecanShop.com. Go to the top of the website, and there will always usually be a nice code to get a discount, but you can always use my coupon code MAX12 if there's no sale, and that will save you 12% off your entire order. Don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's get right into this week's 4 fragrances. So the first one we're going to look at is from the house of Maison and Margiela, and it is called Jazz Club. It's from their Replica series. I don't have a huge history with this house. I don't own anything from this house. I'm very well acquainted with them from a fashion sense. You know, I don't own any Margiela pieces, but when they did their H&M collection, I really looked and tried to find things I liked. And there were a few things, but by the time I got there, they weren't available. I like the Replica series. I'm sure you guys know Sephora carries it. The one that I love is Barbershop. To me, that is the most, not best fougere fragrance, but the most representative of a shaving cream. It smells really like old school shaving creams. I really enjoy Barbershop, and I was really looking at getting a bottle up till recently. This one was one of their earlier releases. It was a 2013 release. The perfumer Eleonore Massenet. You probably know her from Davidoff. She did Agar Blend. She did Estee Lauder Intuition for Men. She did Victor and Rolf Antidote. She did Yop Home Wild. She did, I believe, all of the Mimo scents. So really a great perfumer. The notes on this one are pink pepper, lemon, neroli, rum, clary sage, vetiver, tobacco leaf, vanilla bean, and styrax. Retail $125 for 100 ml. You can sometimes get the Replica series cheaper on eBay. There's a lot of times, I don't know why, that they have bottles with damaged labels. And you'll be able to get a little bit of a discount. The Replica series, for those of you who don't know, they take something like Barbershop or Jazz Club or Beach Walk, and they try to replicate what that theme might smell like. This obviously meant to smell like a jazz club. I don't think it smells like a jazz club. If you've ever been to any sort of nightclub where you hear music, it doesn't smell great. I'm working on a similar fragrance, which I don't want to talk too much about, but I get why you have to take a liberty with versus what it actually might smell like versus what you want to project to the audience. This is nice. This is a sort of sweet, ambery, oriental fragrance. You're gonna get rum. You're gonna get tobacco, vanilla bean. It's a little bit gourmand. You've been there, done that. A long time ago, I had this in my, hey, let's maybe get a bottle of this, and it's been removed since then. Just because we've been there, done that. And for me, at this point in my journey, I want to add things that are either exquisite or totally unique. Those are my criteria for getting into my collection now. Exquisite or totally unique. And for me, this is neither. Now, to someone who's just getting into the game, this might serve them very well. I don't think this is anything special. This would be a pass for me. The next one is going to be from the house of Aquolina, and this one is Black Sugar. I think Aquolina does a great job with what they do. And they make these, you know, sugar fragrances. You know, I own 4, okay? I own Simply Pink, Pink Sugar Sensual, Steel Sugar, and Gold Sugar. They're great, gourmand, fun fragrances for under $20. I would love to get Blue Sugar, which has been discontinued, or Choco Lovers, which has also been discontinued if the price was right. But this was the last one that I was really interested in because I wanted to see what Aquolina would do with the oud note. And this is a 2013 release. Aquolina did sort of note that it was made for women. And the new notes are oud, vanilla, raspberry, sandalwood, myrrh, incense, and leather. Now, guys, you can figure pricing on this, by the way, $12 to $15 online, so very affordable. So I saw this note breakdown, and you can imagine my thoughts were, oud, vanilla, raspberry, leather, incense. I was thinking worst case scenario, Tuscan leather, David Yurman, you know, special edition, something like that. And I am so disappointed in this. This smells like every other Aquolina fragrance. It is a sugary, you know, juvenile fragrance, and that's okay when you know what you're getting. Now, Gold Sugar and Steel Sugar, to me, actually, I shouldn't say every other Aquolina fragrance, but they sort of fit, they sort of step a little bit out of that genre. They're a little bit different. This is not that different from Pink Sugar, Sensual, Simply Pink. It's just a sugary fragrance. There's nothing close to resembling oud or leather or incense in this. I don't know, man. Someone might like this, but you can get any other Aquolina fragrance and do better, or at least the same. So, major thumbs down from me on this. Okay. Next, from the house of Thierry Mugler, Aura. Okay. You watch my channel, you know I like Thierry Mugler quite a bit. I own a lot from this house. Haven't been thrilled with the latest Angel Men releases, but I think they're coming out with Pure Plum, which I'm very interested in. I love the note of plum and fragrance, and Alien Man, which I'm very, very interested in. This is one of the latest for women. It was a 2017 release from multiple perfumers here. We have Daphne Bugay, Amanda Clerc-Marie, Christophe Renaud, and Marie Salmeyer. Bottles of this look to be about $100 online, and the notes on this are bergamot and rhubarb at the top, orange blossom, green notes, and lang-a-lang in the middle, and vanilla woods, amber, and sandalwood in the base. Yeah, so first of all, I smelled something exactly like this. I don't know what it is, but this is not a new fragrance as far as I'm concerned. I've smelled fragrances like this. A lot of people online complain that it was medicinal. I don't really find it to be medicinal. I find it to, if you don't like what this smells like, you're gonna not like this. It can be very off-putting. There's something in there, I get why people might find this off-putting. It's like there's a lot of vanilla and orange blossom in this, and like fake sandalwood. It's kind of hard to explain. It's not bad. It's not good though. It's weird. It's weird. Like I feel like people who like this are gonna like this, and I feel like people who don't like this are gonna hate it. And it seems to be like a mixed bag. It's not super floral. Like I think a guy could wear this, but it's very sweet and sugary. You just get like a lot of orange blossom, bergamot. I don't really get rhubarb. It's a little bit tart. It's a different women's fragrance. I think it's interesting. If I was a woman, I might wear this. I don't know. I don't think as a guy I'd wear this, but I was really anxious to smell this just to see what Thierry Mugler's up to. And I don't think this is a bad fragrance. I would check this out. If you're a woman watching this, I would check this out, and I would like to know what you think of it. I really would love a woman here to comment and be like, what do you think of Aura? Even though I've smelled this sort of fragrance before, I don't know what to think of it. you know, I'm a little bit at a loss for this one. I think I like it. And then the last one is going to be from the house of Floris. And this one is called a Santal. Now, quite a bit to say about this one. So Floris, I like Floris. You know, when I first got into reviewing, I really reached out to like every established house and was like, hey, I want to do videos. Will you send me samples? And a lot of houses were like, you don't have shit as subscribers, fuck you. And I understood. And a lot of houses, or a few houses, were like, yeah, no problem. Floris was one of them. Floris sent me, you know, samples of everything. And when houses that did that, I tried to look out, and I bought a bottle of Maison leather because I really like the sample they gave me, and I feel like I don't like Maison leather as much now that I have a bottle, as much as I love the sample. But anyway, I like the Floris line. I think it's classic British perfumes, and I think there's some good ones. I think there's a lot more that are sort of boring and stuffy for me, but overall I think it's a great line. Okay, now, the notes on this one, Santal, are bergamot, black pepper, cardamom, green grass, lemon, clove bud, lavender, nutmeg, amber, cedarwood, frankincense, musk, sandalwood, vanilla, and vetiver. I had a sample of this in that initial discovery kit they sent to me, put it away, haven't smelled it in a while up until I received for this video. Now, quick little side note here, David Bowie, before he died, a lot of people try to figure out what fragrance this guy wore, because it was sort of known about David Bowie, if you look this up, that he smelled amazing. People say he smelled of like marshmallow, and it was this amazing smell. And if you look it up, two fragrances he was known to wear were Silver Mountain Water by Creed, which smells nothing like marshmallow, and Santal by Floris, which does smell a little bit like a marshmallow. This is $60 to $70 discounted online. A little bit more if you purchase it from Floris. And I never paid a ton of attention to this fragrance, and I have to tell you guys, it's really gorgeous. This is a really good fragrance. Don't sleep on this. For $60 to $70, this is good. This is really good. Now, any fragrance that says they're Santal or they want to be known as a sandalwood fragrance, they're going to try to smell like Maison sandalwood. And that is almost impossible unless you're using Maison sandalwood, because it has this buttery, creamy aroma that just cannot be duplicated by, at least has not yet been duplicated, I feel, in a fragrance that doesn't contain Maison sandalwood or in any sort of accord, whatever. So this isn't that, but this is a really nice, sweet sandalwood fragrance. There's not one note that really dominates it. It's a beautiful amalgamation of all the notes mentioned. You get citrus, you get a lot of spice, you get wood, you get a little bit of resin. It's sweet, it's light, it's airy. I believe personally this is the fragrance David Bowie was wearing when everyone raved about him. I don't buy much, you guys know that, but this is on my list to purchase a bottle of for the right price. I think this is a great everyday fragrance that I highly recommend everyone out there, man or woman, check this one out. It's gorgeous. It's really good. This is a really good fragrance. I don't say that often. All right, so if I'm ranking these, and I'm going to do that, hey, obviously Santal number 1. I'm going to go Jazz Club 2, Aura 3, Aquolina, Black Sugar 4. Santal Floris, buy it. It's worth a buy. Jazz Club sample. Thierry Mugler Aura, worth a sample. I think if you're a woman, and Aquolina Black Sugar, go somewhere else. Just look at other things from Aquolina. There's better from the house. This is a major pass for me. So guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it took a lot of your time. I wanted to try to thoroughly go through these with you. And we'll be back a couple of weeks with another video, some great fragrances to talk about, and I'll see you real soon with another video. Decantshop.com is sponsoring these videos. Coupon code MAX12, 12% of your entire order. Amazing selection, prices that just cannot be beat. And again, you get what you're paid for. These fragrances are poured before they're put in your bottles to decant, to spray. So you're gonna always get the right amount, and not every decanter does that. Just saying. Decantshop.com, coupon code MAX12. See you again, guys. Obviously, my name is Maximilian.
Me, I'm none of the above. Ain't even a scratch on the ball, yet I'm covered with blood. Yeah, that I mean, now they think life's all jokes like